Alright, Miss Pratt here in my last video ever. So this is 7.4 review. So this is on the cofunctions. So when we look at the cofunctions, we have cosecant, secant, and cotangent. Cosecant is 1 over sine, or if we remember that sine is y, it's also 1 over y. So when we're looking at our unit circle, if we want to find cosecant, we find the y value and you do 1 over that. Secant is 1 over cosine. So just like before, cosine was x, so it's the same as 1 over x. Cotangent is 1 over tangent. And tangent was y over x. So we have 1 over y over x. But really, that's just the same thing as saying x over y. So when we look at our unit circle, we find our x value, put that on top, find our y value, put that on bottom, and we're good to go. So if we're trying to find cosecant of 30 degrees, so that is going to be 1 over the sine of 30 degrees, and that's 1 over 1/2. To do 1 over 1/2, if you saw Mr. Leva's video for 7.3, you already know this. If not, is you keep, change, flip. So we keep the 1, we change dividing to multiplying, and then we flip 1/2 to be 2 over 1. And then for some of you like to have two fractions, so we'll just call 1 over 1. So we have 1 over 1 times 2 over 1. Now we multiply top by top, bottom by bottom. So 1 times 2 is 2, over 1 times 1, 1. And we can say that our final answer is just 2. All right, now for cotangent, we want to do x over y. So at 360 degrees, our x value is 1. Our y value is 0, and we're dividing by 0. That's rude. We can't do that. So cotangent of 360 degrees is undefined. And then one last thing, just one more time, I want to go over rationalizing. So if we end up with 1 over the square root of 2, which we pretty often do in this unit, we can't leave this radical in the denominator, so we want to multiply that by the square root of 2 over the square root of 2. And then we do top by top. 1 times the square root of 2 is the square root of 2. Bottom times bottom. Square root of 2 times the square root of 2 is just 2. And this would be our final answer. We can do the same thing with 2 over the square root of 3, which is another common answer we might get. So we multiply this one by square root of 3 over square root of 3. Top by top. We get 2 times the square root of 3. It's just going to look like that. Bottom times bottom. Square root of 3 times the square root of 3 is just 3. And that's all.